duper excited to be here to take a look at our Juneteenth bus wrap. This is the first bus wrap that we've ever done celebrating the Juneteenth holiday, and it is truly reflective of our diversity, equity, and inclusion mission statement at PSTA. During Black History Month, we actually rolled out a call to artists, and this was a competition. So we ended up having 3 incredible designs that were submitted, but we went with this one because we felt that it was a true reflection of our DEI mission statement. What I really love is the meaning behind it. The artist has named it Routes to Revolution. And so I feel like with it being on a bus and how our buses are going through routes throughout the community, it's just a wonderful way for us on this huge moving billboard to showcase what we really stand for. This is our first time celebrating Juneteenth, and what Juneteenth represents to me is freedom for all. And so to work for an organization that celebrates this along with me and my community really feels amazing.
In 2020, I made this original piece, Routes to Revolution, after the deaths of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd. About a year later in June, I made the secondary piece of this, Routes to Revolution 2. I had no idea that there were this many flags, basically. And then just reading about what they were about, their history, when they came about, I thought it was like super fascinating. So I kind of incorporated that into the second piece. And then it's honestly amazing that, again, a year after that, now it's on a bus. One of my good friends and colleagues, Jeff Tandy, he was like, oh, there's this really cool competition that they're doing to get work on a bus. And I was just like, oh, that's great. And I saw the mission statement. I was like, oh, I think this, the diversity of, all of this is super important as well. And it's so important to elevate all of these things. For me, it's so tied to like inclusion and equity, especially because it's just like, there's so many inequalities that exist. And growing up, obviously, as a Black boy, I feel like I rarely saw people that look like me. So I think it's so important for people who are represented by, these flags to see things that like make them feel accepted while they're, walking around or riding around rather in this case. Number 2, I think that it's super important to kind of realize, especially in allyship, that this kind of work of fighting for like equality and inclusion and equity, like it doesn't really stop. Like we have to continue fighting. I feel like that's what I want people to kind of recognize whenever they look at this. I feel like the value is indescribable. Like just seeing artwork when you're just living your regular life and walking around, I think brings joy to everyone. Companies and organizations that do elevate artists, especially minority artists, it's just like, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, honestly, just now, like my heart was beating so fast, like it was insane. It's such a beautiful feeling. I don't know, it's just super exciting to have my work here.